Hey, good morning, you guys. I was just having an amazing conversation this week with one of you in here, and I wanted to take the time to tell you just one aspect of my weight loss story because I think that it'll give you incredible perspective. It has to do with the scale. So, when I had my first baby, I lost, what I felt was a reasonable amount of baby weight, and after her birth, and I got to at the time I was 141 pounds and I was a size 10. So, I was pretty nervous about having babies, and I went crazy in my first pregnancy, ballooning up to 200 pounds. And I really don't want to focus on the weight we gain with pregnancy because I have Crohn's disease, and so it was such an awesome thing to be pregnant and to have had a healthy baby. And I was on perinatal watch, like the whole high risk pregnancy thing. So I was just loving my baby and feeling really blessed. Well, fast forward, I have my second baby, which leads me to Beachbody. And I was sharing that, so the first month, the first 30 days of my program was a 90-day program. I killed it. I only weighed myself every 30 days because that's what they told us to do in the booklet that came with the program. So I got on the scale and I'd lost 12 pounds. My clothes were falling off of me and I was feeling amazing. And I know that you get a little bit more of a jump start and accelerated weight loss the first month, but I just felt incredible. So keep going, next 30 days, doing exactly what I was doing the first 30 days. I didn't change one single behavior, crushing my workouts, totally focused on my nutrition. My clothes are falling off of me. And I'm convinced when it comes to the 60th day to step on the scale, I'm convinced that I'm going to see another 12-pound weight loss, right? Because every single thing I felt from day 1 to day 30 was happening. And I get on the scale and I lost 5 pounds for the whole 30 days. And I just had to not be upset about that. I need you guys to understand that the thing was that my clothes were showing that I had continued to dominate my results and that I was super lean. I was totally leaning out. All my clothes were falling off of me again. So day 60 to day 90, same thing again. I stay off the scale. I stay focused on my nutrition. I crush all my workouts. Again, my clothes are falling off of me again. So whatever few items fit me on day 60 no longer fit me, falling off of me. And I had, I couldn't even believe the clothing sizes that I was fitting into. Get on the scale, 30 days of dedicated work, and I lost 5 pounds on the scale again. I was convinced this time was going to be the 12-pound weight loss again. So I finished up 90 days of super consistent behavior with 23 pounds weight loss. I weighed 139 pounds. So I was 2 pounds difference from my second pregnancy to my first pregnancy weight loss. But the thing that you have to understand is with just 2 pounds, I told you the weight. I was a size 6, not a size 10. And I had all my same clothes from that first pregnancy, so all those clothes didn't fit me. So what I fit in at 141 pounds, just 2 pounds lighter, nothing hung off of me, not even a possibility, not even a belt to cinch it. So my point to you guys is stay off the scale. Honestly, trust me. You are now, if you have not worked out like this before, you're not just following a nutrition plan, which is so important for you to follow. You're also toning and strengthening your muscle. You are building lean muscle. So the lean muscle, while it looks really lean and doesn't occupy a lot of space, it's very dense. I know they say, oh, muscle weighs more than fat. No, 1 pound of muscle weighs the same as 1 pound of fat. Come on, we can do the logic here. What it is 1 pound of muscle does not look the same as 1 pound of fat. In fact, I'm going to challenge you to Google, or if any of you got that image like handy, they have it like, if you just Google it, 5 pounds of fat versus 5 pounds of muscle, you can look at the density, like the difference, right? So I guess density isn't even the right word because they both weigh 5 pounds, but you're going to see like how much space fat takes up, 5 pounds of fat versus 5 pounds of muscle. So you oftentimes cannot see the dramatic changes you've made in your body, especially because your eyes are not trained to see the new you as well as other people see. One of my original workout wives is going to come spend Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with me, and I'll go live with her in here. She's actually a phenomenal coach. She was one of my very first signups as a coach in the business. She was a stay-at-home mom of 4 down the street, and she, when I met her, she was pregnant, so I had to, she asked if we'd work out, but there wasn't Beachbody coaching at that time per se. We did coaching as a hobby. There wasn't any possible income tied to it. So she came and started working out with me after her baby was born, and the doctor gave her the go-ahead, and her results were so dramatic, and I could see it, but her eye was still seeing her old self. She wasn't seeing what I was seeing. So I decided to come down to her house with like 6 pairs of my pants and say, you have to see how tiny you are. You're not seeing what I see. So anyways, it obviously changed her perspective when she was fitting in my pants. And she saw me one way, but she saw herself a different way. So the moral of the story, 2 pounds weight difference between first pregnancy and second pregnancy, and I was 2 sizes smaller in clothes because I incorporated the workouts. So my message to you is stay the course. Do not let the scale define your progress, because it's never going to tell the accurate story. You're learning about how to eat properly for this lifestyle change, and furthermore, you're learning how lean muscle looks on your body. So if you've never been an athlete or strength trained before, you're really not going to know what what weight your body will settle into to feel comfortable until you actually go through this process and stay committed to it long enough. Remember, I did 90 days to get my first Beachbody program done. That's a lot longer to wait than the 21-day fix. So if it were the 21-day fix, it'd be like 4 rounds. So I just want you to have a realistic perspective of the time it takes. And we're here. We're here for every inch of the way to help you guys succeed and stay off the scale. Focus all of your energy and your willpower on staying committed to your nutrition plan and getting up at whatever time you've scheduled your workout and actually pushing play and not letting the day escape you without hitting it as close to 100%, if not 100%, every single day you're here. I want this particular round to be a game changer for you. So have a super Saturday, and I'm gonna go take my dog out for an intense run, and I'll be here for any questions. I've asked you, what are you gonna do different and better this time around? And I'm responding to you guys individually. Of course, you can always text me. I woke up this morning to a wonderful text conversation with somebody. You can call me. I have scheduled calls with customers. I love it. It allows me to get to know you guys better and to really dig into your lives, and you matter to me. So I'm here. If you're not reaching out, I don't know what you need. I need you to take the initiative to reach out. Ask me out first, you know what I mean? But anyways, love you all, and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Bye.